Yo, guys, Justin Jaynes here with the 10-7. And just around the corner, we have an incredible matchup. And I'm talking about that 155 showdown where we have former UFC champion Oliveira taking on UFC very tough competitor Gamrot. All right, guys. Before we get into this matchup, let's give a little breakdown of what these guys have done in the UFC. Obviously, Charles Oliveira needs no introduction. We're talking about the former UFC champion, but I'm going to give you a little bit of a breakdown what he's done recently in the UFC. Coming in this competition, 35 wins and 11 losses. He's lost his last fight, 5'10", with a 74-inch reach at 155, which is very good. 10 wins by KO, 21 wins by decision, 4 wins by decision, by submission. 21 wins by submission, 4 wins by decision. Overall, 23-11 in the UFC. He's coming off his incredible loss to Ilia Topuria, getting knocked out in the first round. Before that, beating Michael Chandler. Before that, losing to Arman Tsarukyan. And kind of 2-3 in his last 5. I'm a big Charles Oliveira fan, but, man, he's 2-3 in his last 5. His losses, Ilia Topuria, Arman Tsarukyan, and Islam Makhachev. So 2 guys right at the top of the division. Whoops. 2 guys, what the heck? Right at the top of the division here. And, as one of his wins, Michael Chandler, obviously not very impressive. Now, moving on to the opposition here. And we're talking about the game, Gamrot. He comes into this fight. 25 wins and 3 losses. He's on a 1-fight win streak. 8 wins by KO, 5 wins by submission, 12 wins by decision. Excuse me, guys. Can't talk today. 8-3 in the UFC coming into this, coming off a win to a guy that I've never heard of. Prior to that, losing to Dan Hooker, and, some great wins here. Rafael Fiziev, Rafael Dos Anjos, loses to Bernardo Ruiz, beats Arman Tsarukyan, Jeremy Stevens. These are all credible wins here. And now, basically, what I want to make this video for is I want to talk about the things Gamrot is doing in this camp to catch up to Charles Oliveira. And I tell you what, incredible feat. Gamrot has actually moved in to American Top Team. And I don't know if this is a new thing or something that he does all the time, comes to the U.S. and actually moves into the gym. But he says he wants no distractions in this fight. And moving in to American Top Team will provide him with all the amenities, all the comfort of a full-time training gym without any distractions by family or anybody else. So this is what he has to say about that.
This is my room, yes. My second home. I love this place. I spent all my time here, but really nice. I started coming ATT 2017. Joanna Jędrzejczyk, she invited me here. When she trained here, she was UFC champion, and she trained here every day. She opened my doors here and she showed me everything. When I came to ATT, I live in the dorms. I love this atmosphere, no distraction, no TV, no nothing. O, jest ekipa cała. No witam serdecznie.
Hej.
Okej, a kolacja była?
Był.
Co było dobrego?
Ja
When I get decision to come to American Top Team, was difficult decision for me because I have left my family. My kids don't understand why daddy left house. A ty, Miki, co jadłeś?
A ja jachłem.
But every year is getting better because they are understand what I do and why I do this. A mama gdzie jest?
Mama tu.
Mama jest tutaj. No cześć, mama. This is hard decision. Sometimes I cry in my room, but I know when I call my kids, this give me energy. To pa. No pięknie. I have a lot of time for myself. At the same time, I sacrifice my family to be the best fighter. Good time make weak people. Hard time make strong people.
Man, how incredible is that? You know, Gamrot going out there talking about, you know, all the things, all the sacrifices, you know, you have to do to be a top level athlete, let alone an MMA competitor. You know, from my understanding, it doesn't look like it's something he's done before, that he does for his training camp since 2017. And man, I just can't imagine. But when you look at guys that have done incredible things in combat sports, Muhammad Ali, for instance, arguably one of the greatest boxers, if not the greatest boxer of all time. You know, he used to go up north, you know, have no communication with essentially the outside world. If you remember, like Rocky Balboa, obviously a fictional character, but kind of replicating that when he went to Russia to put on his training camp, you know, emulate, you know, Muhammad Ali. And I think Gamrot's doing the same thing. And man, and he's so right. When you make these big sacrifices, especially involving family, I mean, just incredible thing to do, man. It just goes to show you how seriously he takes fighting and how seriously he's taking this fight, man. And I tell you, my question to all the viewers is this going to be enough to dethrone Charles Oliveira, one of the greatest lightweights of all times? Huge Charles Oliveira fan, but when I see guys like Gamrot making this kind of sacrifice, it's really hard for me to root against them, guys. Tell me what you think. Do you think Gamrot, you know, making this big sacrifice is going to be enough to dethrone Charles Oliveira? Tell me in the comments what you think, guys.